Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the matchups here tonight. Starting off our first of 3 games here in the Pro Division, we got the Colorado Cobras and the Los Angeles Comets. It's going to be a grand one, going to be a great one, and one you're not going to want to miss, just like all the other ones that I've started here this season. It's going to be a grand old time of 3v3 slapshot down there on the ice. Welcome to the SPL Network. I'm Darth. Not sure if I said that or not, but here for the clip of the night. You might find one. We're going to find out sooner rather than later. Rocky Bell Crusade, Doug, and Tyrant K going to be down there for the Colorado Cobras. Tyrant K playing more of the substitute role. Hasn't stepped foot on the ice since Season 3 in the playoffs. But for the Los Angeles Comets, they got a lot to work out. They got a lot on their plate and a lot to figure out when it comes to the configuration of their team. Laugh Track, Logic, Jabu, and K-Spire on the roster for the boys in red tonight as the home team of this matchup. But of course, Logic coming up from the North York Renegades, Jabu coming from the West Virginia Orangutans, Laugh Track and K-Spire staying on the team coming into season number 5 if you're not aware of that history. And then for the Colorado Cobras, picking up Doug off the Midwest Monarchs, one of the biggest powerhouses carrying that team, alongside Trippy, C-Max, and I think Style. Back last season was the Midwest roster. This season, C-Max, Trippy staying on there, picking up Yager from the Toronto franchise. He also played for the Michigan Mafia. Not a lot of people remember that, as he was picked up on that roster. Not sure if he played a game or not, but he was on that roster at one point in time. But Yager tearing it up down there in the Challenger Division as to be expected. But tonight, Doug, one of the focus points here tonight, he has 147 goals on his career, and he's looking to make it 150 by the end of the evening. Will he do it, or will he choke under the pressure? Who's to say? They're going up against the Comets Cobras down towards the bottom side of the bracket. Considerably, whenever it comes to certain aspects. Colorado Cobras right now 3rd place. We'll get more into that in a few seconds. Los Angeles Comets without a win coming out of week number 1. We'll get more into that here in a few seconds as well. But make sure to keep an eye on Doug here tonight. He's got 147 in his back pocket, and he's looking to make it 150. He's going to be able to tie T for all-time goals in their career amongst pro players, currently active pro players. We'll get more into that here in a few seconds as well. But taking a look at the previous 5, sponsored by nobody. If you want to sponsor it, let me know. We'll get your name titled on here or whatever. I don't care. It's the SPL Network. We're doing a show. Los Angeles Comets, 3 games, 3 losses, one of them in overtime. Not exactly the first week that they wanted coming out. Looking to put on a big show here this evening. They got a lot of kinks to work out in their team play, their chemistry, but the longer the season goes on, the better it's going to get. SPL experts say by week number 4, they should have their show together, and they might be one of the best dark horse contestants that we have this season. Los Angeles Comets went into overtime against the Columbus Clappers. Some of you might have been looking at that thinking it was the Orangutans game that went to overtime, but no, it was in fact the Columbus Clappers. That was broadcasted by me. If you want to go back and look at that on the archives channel, you are welcome to. 8:30 on last Wednesday, I think was the 3rd. The 3rd was on Thursday, so it was Thursday. By all means, go ahead and take a look at that. Jabu scoring 4 goals, Logic with 2, Laugh Track with 2 as well. Flabbergas had 7 goals in that game against the Clappers, and he was the biggest insurance marker there for the first win for the Columbus Clappers at the beginning of last week. But they went on to play the West Virginia Orangutans. West Virginia, one of the choice cuts for the relegation spot. It's got to be said. It's got to be done. Iron Forehead put up 4 goals in that matchup. One of the biggest reasons that the West Virginia Orangutans took the W off the Los Angeles Comets. Coming up from the intermediate division, not a whole lot of energy coming out from Iron Forehead in the past few seasons whenever it comes to the Challenger and the Pro Division. But Forehead's getting his starting spot here in Pro here this season, season number 5 of SPL. Of course, Jabu had a hat trick. Laugh Track had 2 goals, as well as Logic putting a few tallies on his saves column, alongside a few assists along the way. But the Monkeys really just tore it up with the Comets. Blue, Raminator, Kylar were on the ice for that matchup. Ram had 2, Blue had 5, Kylar had 1. That game was not casted, unfortunately. But the stats are all on the website if you want to check it out. SPL.gg and in your URL marker, and that'll get you where you need to go. But for the Colorado Cobras, they've had a much more fortunate week coming out of the first week. The first 3 games played in SPL. Everybody in the Pro Division plays everybody twice, and that normalizes out to 18 games played over 6 weeks. You play 3 games a week. So first 3 in the books, looking for the second 3 here and now. Colorado Cobras pulling off wins against the Columbus Clappers. A little rivalry there amongst former teammates. And then later on Sunday, they played against the Typhoons and the Monkeys. Won one of those 2. And Maui Monkeys really just showing what they got. Raminators back in town, scored a double hat trick against the Colorado Cobras back on Sunday. That one was live streamed here on the SPL network if you want to go take a look at that. All three of these games are on the SPL network to some form and extent. Might just have to go back and check out the VODs. Thursday was whenever the Cobras and the Clappers played. Typhoons played the Typhoons and the Monkeys game ended up on Sunday. If you want to go check out those VODs, you're more than welcome to as well. But taking a look at the current pro standings. First week in the books, 5 more to go. Everybody's got 3 games played in their back pocket, and they're looking to make it more. Colorado Cobras with the first game of week number 2. Let's see how this one shapes up, or maybe they'll be shipping out. Who's to say? But time itself, 2 wins, 1 loss. 7, they're dead even. I don't know how this worked out, but the Colorado Cobras have a 0 on the plus-minus sheet, and maybe they'll keep it the same. I hope that's positive by the end of this if you're a Colorado fan. But of course, if you're rooting for the Comets, if you're an underdog taker, they're one of the finest down in the lower side. I don't think they're going to stay in the relegation spot too long, if at all, during this season, but only time will tell. That white dotted line you see at the bottom is the cutoff for playoffs. The top 8 of the Pro Division move into a playoff tree. The bottom 2 have to fight for their spot against a challenger team. And of course, later on, we're going to be taking a look at 3 of those challenger teams as the Ontario Outliers take on the Syracuse Scorpions and the one and only, the Boston Baked Beans. Boston Baked Beans getting demoted down into the Challenger Division from last season as they were defeated by the Ocean City Typhoons. The Pittsburgh Vipers moved on past the Ontario Outliers to take their pro spot. And Ontario, after an interview, said that they want that pro spot back. They're fighting for it this season, but they got a lot to contest with. Noobs, spinners, beauties, really just putting on a show down there in the Challenger Division. Of course, Beans and Outliers are a shoo-in for the top 4 as they are the former pro teams, but some might say otherwise. We got 6 parties in the lobby, 6 parties ready to rock, 6 parties ready to roll. We're taking it down to the ice for 15 minutes of slap shot between the Colorado Cobras on the left and the Los Angeles Comets on the right. The puck's dropped, the game's on, and we start off with a Colorado handicap. Just kidding. We'll get that sorted out. Hopefully the ping stays at bay so we can party on like we're Wayne. But yeah, 3 periods will be played between these 2 teams. 5 minutes each. Team with the most goals walks away with the 2 points on the win column. You get a win in the standing, or if you get a win, you get 2 points in the standings column. If you lose, you drop, you get nothing. You get a handshake and a walk home. But if you lose in overtime, you get the 1 point as a consolation prize. And at least it makes up for that extra effort that you had to put into work along the way. But yeah, Doug on the top side trying to find its way out to Crusade. Crusade off the back end gets it past Logic for a moment as that one shipped over to Rocky Bow. Able to open up the goals column here for the Colorado Cobras. And we got ourselves a 1-0 ball game. Good stuff on the ice, a good feed after the jam along the top side point. And with 4:19 remaining in the first, we've come to an early lead for the Colorado Cobras. But taking a look at the stats, as I mentioned previously, all-time career goals among pro players. This is not the top of the top. This is down along 30th place out of the pro players. But there's Doug with 147. Crusade going to be down there on the ice as well, nearing 150 as well. Maybe it'll happen tonight. Maybe it won't, but only time will tell at the end of the race. Logic breaking out, getting a nice touch past Rocky Bow. Crusade's back check, able to knock that one loose. Rocky Bow topside, slapped away by Logic as that one's jammed down into the corner pocket. Here's Jabu. Lost, and Crusade will net a goal. Wow. When fortune knocks, it comes knocking hard. Logic to Jabu, and Jabu, fans on that one. Maybe the lag took hold of him, but maybe not. Who's to say? But we'll give him the benefit of the doubt, and we'll play on, and we'll party on here in the first period of action. 3:37 remains. See how this one plays out. Doug taking this one back on the defensive side, looking for a little duo to tango. Laugh track finds Logic on the top side, trying to jam that one along the doorpost. Here's Crusade breaking free. Back pass over to Jabu. Jabu over to Laugh Track. Laugh Track controlling down towards the near side of the ice. So the pass over to Jabu. Finds a way through, but Doug with a beautiful save keeps that one out and wide. Laugh Track knocked loose, goes off Crusade. A big shot and a big save there by Logic. That one comes down the near side boards. Laugh Track will scoop this one back into the defensive end. Here's Logic trying to get a little bit of body position. Finds Jabu on the far side. Doug keeps that one in the offensive zone. Crusade whips it down to the near side. Finds Rocky Bow. Rocky Bow over to Crusade. Crusade with a chip out to the point, but nobody home to pack that one home wearing a blue jersey. Logic on the defensive end. Rocky Bow trying to get that one along the doorpost. Down the near side, finds its way out to Laugh Track. Laugh Track with a little fake. Doug not falling for any of his tricks. Takes that one off the back end. Laugh Track steals, shoots, scores! Off the bar goes Downski. And it's a 1-2 ball game. A beautiful opportunity off the back pedal of Doug. And Laugh Track with a sure shot makes the lead in half. We're down to a 1-point gap here in the first. 2:39 remains in Los Angeles. Big shot by Logic, but that one goes wide. Laugh Track trying to Hornquist his way through the far side point, or the far side post. Zone's brought down into the corner. Doug trying to dig this one out, finds his way past the stick of Jabu into the neutral zone. Jabu off Rockybo. Rockybo dangles past, shoots say off the near side of the goal, and that one does not bear fruit. Bank pass over to Laugh Track, down the near side to Jabu. Jabu here with possession, bringing this one back to his own defensive end. Whips it along the boards, finds his way out to the far side. Logic in the defensive corner, finds Laugh Track out at the far side point. Doug making sure to keep that one in the offensive end. Crusade trying to tag team his way through Laugh Track as that one is knocked loose. Here's Rockybo down along the near side corner, trying to bring that one at the Crusade. Crusade knocks it loose. Laugh Track along the board, trying to get that one free as well as Doug snipes this one down to the near side. Here's Rockybo with it now. Rockybo off to Crusade, and that one comes down into the defensive end for the Comets, or the Cobras. Cobras bringing this one out. Rockybo topside looking for Crusade. Crusade with a shot, hits the iron, and that one goes off the far side and rings wide. Logic rifles it out to Jabu. Jabu on the far side point, picks it up, tries to pocket this one into the corner, and he'll shoot this one back into his own defensive end. Logic, the former captain of the Renegades, with a dump out, goes off to Doug, goes off to Laugh Track with a nice body position. That one scoops back behind the enemy cage by Crusade. Logic, topside to Jabu. Jabu here for the Comets, trying to drive on. Rockybo tries to dangle his way down into Center Avenue. Laugh Track waiting on the prowl for that one. As that one goes out the stick of Rockybo, finds his way back to Doug. Doug here, the former Midwest Monarch, finds Crusade. Crusade popped back into his own defensive end. Backpedaling here is Rockybo. Rockybo, the captain, fans on that pass, finding his way over to Logic and Crusade to battle amongst one another for possession. Logic, Doug, over to Crusade. Crusade off the back end, not able to shove that one through the solid object. That was Jabu. 48 remains here in the first period of action. 3 goals have been scored. 2 of them for the Cobras. Rockybo looking for 3, not able to find the net at the end of that rainbow. Crusade, Rockybo shoots, saved by Logic, and a timely one at that. Logic on the defensive end. Looks towards the top side of the backhanded pass across the grain. Doug with a shot attempt. That one goes wide. Doug with a touch. Crusade with another one. Down along the end wall with a bank pass to the top side. Here's Jabu with it now. Looking to dangle his way out of the defensive end. Pass goes out to the near side. Logic looking to get this gate opened with 18 seconds remaining here in the first period of action. It's all come up so far offensively for the Cobras. Logic with a bank pass. Jabu not able to receive that one. Crusade knocks that one back into the defensive end for the Comets. Here's Logic with it now. Chopped out in front. Nice save. Goes off the backhand of Laugh Track. I'm not sure if that shot got released or not, but that's the end of the first regardless. It's 2-1 at the end of one. Colorado right now in the lead. Comets got their work cut out for them. The takeaway game's very even. The passing game as well. Pretty dead and knotted alongside 12 seconds of possession time for the Colorado Cobras. I thought it was absorbently more, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens down there on the ice later on in the period. Crusade with a goal. Rockybo with the other. Doug scoreless. He needs 3 to hit 150 in his career here tonight. We might see it. These games tend to run long when it comes to the goal streaks. But all 6 parties ready to rock, ready to roll. We're back down on the ice for 5 more minutes of slap shot, at least, between the Colorado Cobras defending left and the Los Angeles Comets defending right. The puck's dropped, the game's on, and we're ticking here on the SPL network. Laugh Track back on the defensive side, looking for the pan out to Logic. Logic here trying to drive his way out of the defensive end with a pass over to Laugh Track. Laugh Track with a shot attempted. Rockybo with the block himself. Crusade from the point, a big shot, big goal, and we have ourselves a 3-1 ball game. What a shot to register that one on 15 seconds into the second period of action. The Colorado Cobras not in any slothful spirit here so far, and they've got a big goal to show for it. Jabu looking to take this one down the near side, a little dangle, not able to find the cage at the end of that knot. Here's Rockybo with it now, looks down towards the near side of the ice. See, I think whenever it comes to this game, whatever team plays the best defense will be the one that comes out on top. Of course, both of these teams down towards the lower end of the spectrum whenever it comes to percentage of shots blocked by their opponents. Los Angeles Comets with 60% of their shots not making it through, and Colorado almost 70% of their shots not making it through. It's really going to come down to who has the sure shots and who does not. Colorado Cobras having scoring 50% here tonight. Los Angeles Comets doing the same on the other side of the spectrum. It's really going to come down to who's the sniper and who is not. Good pass from Doug, finds Rockybo. Jabu there with a nice stop. Almost able to dangle his way through. Crusade shut the door on by Logic. Doug with a shot attempt. Logic with control. Down to the near side. Logic playing a little finesse game back in his own defensive end. Finding his way off Jabu into the offensive zone. But that one's knocked loose off Rockybo. Off of Doug. Over to Crusade. Back down low into the corner. Looks like Laugh Track gets the first touch on this one. Down on the far side boards. Logic breaking free. Pass out in front. Rockybo off Logic. Logic looking to dangle his way out. Goes out face off dot. Nice opportunity by Laugh Track, but not able to take that one in stride. As this one comes out the far side boards, Logic goes off Doug. Doug not able to get possession cleanly as Logic just making sure to make his life a little bit more miserable along those boards. 3:02 remains here in the second. Comets down by 2 right now to the Cobras. Doug with a pass out finds Rockybo over to Crusade. Leaves it go to Doug. Doug over to Crusade. A big shot and a big block there by Logic. Crusade dangling. Gets that one out to the doorstep. Logic there shutting the gate, or shutting the gap. Off the near side boards and out of the block there off the near side post. Logic with a bang pass out to Jabu. Jabu to Laugh Track, scores, and that one goes off the defenseman and into the twine. It's 2-3 in Los Angeles here tonight. Jabu able to bank that one off the hip of Rockybo, and that's all she wrote on that play. 2:38 remains in the second. Comets down by 1. Rockybo off the backhand, hits Jabu along the way. Big shot, big block there by Doug. Laugh Track to the near side. Angles topside, wraparound, scores, and we got a tie ball game down on the ice. What a shot, what a goal. Laugh Track making the most of his opportunities with a nice backhand shot. Beats Rockybo on the far side board, or the far side post rather, with 2:22 in the second. It's 3-3. It all comes down to who's making the most saves tonight, and so far it is not the Comets. Doug, backhand, over to Crusade. Crusade looks towards the top side for an answer to his solutions, but Laugh Track only just popping more questions into his bottle as he'll look down to the near side for another route. Crusade off Jabu. Jabu with a takeaway, dangling, going off Doug into the corner, keeping that shot out of the shot line. Jabu wrapped to the near side. Logic letting that one go. Rockybo steps away. The captain of the Colorado Cobra is breaking free. Sends this one topside to soar out to Crusade. Crusade out in front, finding its way off the hip of Jabu over to Rockybo. Rockybo on the far side point. Dangles his way out. Laugh Track picks his pocket, shoots, and that one goes off the near side and wide. Rockybo with 1:32 remains in the second. Backhand out to Doug. Doug with a fan on that one. Finds his way off the stick of Jabu, off Crusade. Crusade down low, going off the stick of Logic. And down the near side boards. Doug trying to fight for his rights to party in the offensive end. Rockybo fanning on that shot, able to scoop that one down low for a consolation prize of possession. Laugh Track jamming his way along his own end boards. Crusade pops that one out to the far side point, and a big shot and a big save. I think Logic was the deeming factor on that one. Crusade pops this question out in front of the cage. Rockybo picks it up at the point, drives down the near side boards. Jabu sets the pick, lets that one go into the corner. 60 seconds remain here in the second period of action. Big shot. That one goes wide. Crusade dangling, looking for the far side shot lane, not able to find it as that one goes off Laugh Track initially into the glass. Logic off of Doug. Doug with a shot, big save, or big block rather by Logic once, twice. The third time is not a sure shot as Crusade will shoot that one into the drink. Jabu feeds this one over to Laugh Track. Laugh Track with a shot goes off Doug. Logic down low, trying to get this one for the Comets. Crusade has other plans for the Cobras. Crusade, Doug, going off his noggin over to the hands of Laugh Track. Laugh Track past Jabu into the far side boards. He'll reverse that one back down into the end boards. Logic here, deemed the 3 of the Comets. Bringing this one out, goes off Doug over to Rockybo. Rockybo pulls, shoots, nice save by Logic, and that one will be sent down the near side and wide of the cage. Logic with 6 seconds on his stick, trying to keep this one in the corner. Crusade breaking free, not able to find that one at the end of the rainbow. That's the end of the second period. 3-3 is our score. At the end of 2. 5 shots to 7. Comets registering a lot of shots there in that second period. A lot more than the first, that's for sure. But all 6 parties are ready to rock. So we'll get this one back down to the ice before you know it. Third period, ready to rumble. Pucks drop, fresh 5 on the clock, and it's just like nothing ever happened as the score is dead knotted here at the start of the third. But I'm sure the boys are going to look to change that one right here off the bat. Laugh Track to the topside boards, back down into his own end wall. Finding his way past Rockybo with a little bit of a passing lane, but does not take the dump down as he'll reverse this one topside to keep possession. Laugh track off the back end, across the grain, topside, out of the range of Logic, finding its way down low. Doug and Logic fight for that one. Pass out to the far side slot. Crusade and Laugh track meet each other along the boards. Logic keeping that one along. Jabu looking to take this one down low with a shot. Big save by Doug. Brought back out to the defensive end. Jabu with a step on this one. Banks this one down towards the near side. Rakibo steals it and he scores. What an offensive capability. The captain getting it done here in Los Angeles with a big pick of the stick and a big tickle of the twine. It's 4-3 for Colorado. Laugh track trying to pull his way towards the top side of the ice. Getting this one down low. The Comets need an answer. Maybe a timely one will happen here on this next offensive drive, but for now, Doug has possession for the Cobras onto the far side boards. Laugh track punching his way through the opposition, and he'll shoot this one into the near side corner. Jabu trying to get this one for a passing lane. Logic trying to help him along, but Crusade will force Logic to retreat back south. Logic down the near side gets a step on Crusade, but Rakibo able to jam that one along the near side point, and he'll shoot this one down into the offensive territory. Crusade and Jabu have a lot to say to each other down there low with the sticks. Jabu trying to break free. Not able to do so. Big shot by Doug, but that one goes off a body. Here's Logic with a bank pass out to the topside boards. Jabu, Rakibo meet each other at the blue line. That one sent back over to Logic. Logic with one man to beat. Not able to get past Rakibo. Rakibo, Crusade, holds, shoots, scores! And out goes the hats! And out goes the congratulations. 5 goals on the night for the Colorado Cobras. 3 of them coming from Crusade. And what a night he's had for his 9th goal of the season. In his 3rd of the night. He's really lighting up the goal like it's a Christmas tree here and now. 3:16 remains here in the 3rd. 2 goals the gap. Colorado Cobras trying to keep their 3rd place spot. And Rakibo, the hat trick of his own, able to tickle that one once again. Down on the ice for the Colorado Cobras. 6-3, and they're just running away with the scoreboard right now. That's Rakibo's 8th of the season. Laugh track looking for Jabu. Laugh track pulls, not able to get that toe drag on Rakibo, so he'll shoot this one down into the defensive end for the Los Angeles Comets. Laugh track looking to lead his team to victory down the near side. Very soft pass. Rakibo able to get a touch on that one pretty easily. Laugh track out at the red line off the back end. Rakibo still shoots, and that one goes off the near side. Rebound comes out to the far. Crusade fighting Logic. Logic wins. Goes off the hip of Rakibo. And Logic will dump this one down and in. Here's Doug. Topside. Rakibo lets it leak into the corner. Logic here with a step on this one. Brings this one down the near side for the boys in red. Pass to Laugh track. Laugh track trying to drive in, but Doug not having any of that. Jabu shooting off the near side into the corner. Rakibo off the hip of Jabu, finding his way back into the pocket of Rakibo. Rakibo topside off the backhand. The board interrupts him. Laugh track saying, "I'll take that," but Rakibo right back into the wheelhouse. A little panhandle by Logic off that save, and a little bit of flash of the leather, some might say. Big there, physicality. Logic getting that one out of the defensive end. Rakibo keeping that one offensive minded. Off the point into the corner. Here's Logic with it now. Going off Crusade. Crusade still shoots. He scores, and we got a 7-3 ball game, and that might have been the final nail. Fours the gap. Colorado getting it done here in the 3rd. Entered it tied, and they've had 4 unanswered goals since. We'll see what happens. 10 goals is the mercy rule, so if it does hit a 13-3 game, we might call it early. And nice save by Jabu, able to pop that one out from the defensive end and right into the back of the cage of the Colorado side of the court. What a shot by Laugh track from the point. And that one beats Rakibo off the near side. It's 4-7. Los Angeles not going anywhere. Crusade left go. Laugh track to the topside point, looking to bring this one downtown. Crusade has other plans. He whips this one down to the near side. Here's Doug with it now. Off the near side boards, goes off Jabu. Jabu here with a little spinorama once, twice. Doug finds a way to sell this one back defensively. Over to Crusade. Crusade with 1:23 remaining in the game. Logic, Jabu from the point. It's past Doug. Doug coming back for that one. I think it's... Would I be wrong to call Doug's stick the flamingo stick? That's the aesthetic I'm getting off of that. Jabu, Doug, little spinorama, little Beyblade battle. That's a tongue twister. Jabu, Doug, off to the stick of Crusade. Crusade trying to dangle past Laugh track. Not something many people can do. Doug will knock this one back defensively. Here's Rakibo down at his own side, finding its way past Jabu over to Crusade. Crusade shooting, hits the iron, comes back out. Here's Logic with it now. Dangling this one back neutral zone. Doug with a shot off Logic and wide. Crusade with a bank pass to himself. Logic not making life easy down there in the corner with 40 seconds to go in the third. 3 goals the gap. 4-7's our score. Colorado, the lead horse here tonight. Rocky Boat dangles from the point. Big shot. Better block there by Logic. Now it'll send its way into the corner. Logic from the corner, looking to pull this one off to the far side boards. A little stop, a little pull, a little snaz. A little snaz-tastic play there off the far side. Try to coin that one for a highlight reel play. Crusade with a nice shot. Logic there to keep that shot lane clean. Logic on the far side boards with 10 seconds in his back pocket, looking to break free, maybe get one more goal before the end of the night here for Los Angeles. That one knocks loose into the corner. Rakibo down the near side. Jabu stealing, not able to find its way through, and that's the end of the ball game. 7-4. Colorado lead, and they win. They get the 2 points in their back pocket. Los Angeles still looking for their first win of the season, but only time will make them better. 4-7. What a night. What a shot total from the Colorado Cobras. Really put the pedal to the metal there offensively. Let's take a look at the individual stats, the passing game, the possession time, about what you would expect from a pro game. But taking a look at the individual stats on the board, what a night for Crusade offensively. 8 shots, 4 goals, shooting 50 out there on the ice. Only had 9 seconds of possession time. That's one of the lowest numbers I've seen in the Pro Division. It's got to be said. Crusade really just, once he got the puck, he was playing hot potato with it, shooting it on target. 9 seconds, 8 shots. That's all you need to know for that side of the target. But Laptrack, what a night. 3 huge goals out there on the ice out of his 5 shots. But Logic's got to be said. 8 out of the 11 for his team on the save column. He played a phenomenal night here tonight with the most possession time in the lobby. Logic tried to make pace for this game, and his first season up in pro, he's really trying to make a name for himself, and good luck to Logic for the rest of the season, finding pace with Jabu and Laptrack. It'll be, as long as you're having fun, that's really all that matters. If you're having a good time with the boys, skill will develop. But that being said, Doug still at 147 on his career goal, is 3 away from 150 in his in all of his time here in SPL. That's every division included in that stat. But we'll wait and see how many games it takes him to get that to that milestone marker. But we're not done here tonight. Coming up next on the SPL Network, we got the Beans, we got the Outliers. We'll see what happens. Up next, we got 8 minutes to burn until the drop of that puck. We'll be back here in about 4 minutes to start the pregame here on the SPL Network. I'm Darth. We'll be right back. And I love you, random citizen. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we're back in the hot seat. We got our second game here tonight in the Challenger Division. If you're not sure how SPL's divisions are structured and you're a little bit new to the scene, here you go. Top teams, the best of the best, the top 10 in SPL in the North American League. We pick out the top 10. Those are our Pro Division teams. Everybody plays everybody twice up there for a total of 18 games played. Top 8 of the Pro Division makes playoffs and a chance to fight for the Irvion Trophy at the end of the postseason. But the bottom two will have to play against the top 4 of the Challenger Division for a chance to demote. Sports Challenger Division, same structure in the regular season. We have 6 weeks of a regular season period. You play 3 games each week. Yeah, Challenger Division, play everybody twice in the one conference, and by the end of it, the top 4 promote, bottom 4 relegate. We're still working out the kinks on the relegation system between Challenger and the Intermediate Division. For the most part, it's pretty straightforward. Intermediate Division, a little bit different. 2 conferences, 7 teams each. You play your own conference 2 times for 12 games, and then you play outside of your conference 1 time for a total of 19 games played. So you're playing 3 a week, but one of those weeks you're going to have 4. Of course, there are a few bye weeks because I don't know why. It just kind of worked out that way. Sometimes you're playing 2 games, sometimes you're playing 4, but that's the Intermediate Division, baby. Top 3 get a chance to promote up to Challenger. Bottom 2 have to fight for their spot against the Open Division. Down in the Open Division, it's a little bit more lighthearted. You play 13 games in the regular season. Top 4 of each conference look to promote up into Intermediate. The rest just kind of don't do anything. We don't really have a system for that, as those are more the teams that are in the league just to hang out and have fun on a Friday night. But yeah, Open Division, they don't have cross-conference games. They just play their own conference, and by the end of the regular season, the teams that are most dedicated are more than likely going to be the ones up in the Intermediate Division to play more competitive slapshot. But tonight, we take a look at the Challenger Division as we take a look at the rosters that are going to be down there on the ice here for the Boston Baked Beans and the Ontario Outliers. 2 former pro teams take to the ice here in week number 2. It's the 9th of February, and it's going to be a good one. Cape, High Flyer, Cactus, and Renard. All 4 of those players coming out of the pro scene last time they played. Cactus, I think last time Cactus played and we saw him on the ice, he was playing for the Toronto Penguins. I could be entirely mistaken in that, and I could be entirely speaking out of the wrong memory. Maybe it's part of the Mandela effect. I don't know. But we got High Flyer, Cape, and I think Renard going to be the starting lineup here tonight. I could be entirely wrong in that, but the last time Cactus played a game was for the Yosemite Grizzlies back during season number 3. He played 1 game, scored 6 goals, but here this season, he's played 2 and scored 8, so we're going to have to take a look at his skills if he's down there on the ice. If he's not, I don't really know what to tell you. But Boston Baked Beans, Artigan, the captain this season, following alongside his all-time favorites, Larry Moon, Nuo, and Poop Sock. These 4 players have been together since the conception of the Boston Baked Beans, and I don't think they're going to be going anywhere here later on. Of course, Boston Baked Beans coming in to the Challenger Division right from the play-in series back last January. This team's been around for over a year, and love to watch them every chance I get. Boston going to be your home team down there in the red jerseys. Ontario going to be your blue team down there in the blue jerseys, defending the left net. Yeah. Taking a look at the previous 5 from both of these teams. Taking a look at, actually, let's take a look at the standings first, so you guys can have more informed decisions whenever it comes to who you're putting your money on. Boston Baked Beans, 7th seed right now, 1-2 on the record sheet. They're in a relegation spot looking to get out of it. Ontario Outliers knocking on the doorstep, tied with 4th place of the Challenger Division. 2-0. They're undefeated. They postponed one of their games here to this week, and I think they'll be playing that here afterwards against the Syracuse Scorpions. Scorpions also playing 2 games in week number 1, postponing their way along into Valentine week. It's this weekend, some of the games might be a little wild, might be a little wonky, as the girlfriend nerf comes out, and some people got to spend time with their significant other, and that is understandable. But for now, it's Wednesday. Let's take a look at the previous 5 from both sides of the ice. Boston Baked Beans, 1 win, 2 losses, and they weren't against pushover teams. Noobs, one of the favorites to promote this season, 12-6, the final score against the Boston Baked Beans. And of course, Ontario Outliers not finding a loss yet. They played the Spinners, they played the Woofers, and well, they didn't beat the Woofers by as much as the Boston Baked Beans, so that might be a telltale sign of what might happen down there on the ice here tonight. But we got all 8 players in the lobby from the rosters. They're ready to rock, they're ready to roll. We're taking it down to the ice for 15 minutes of slap shot between the Boston Baked Beans on the right and the Ontario Outliers on the left. But the puck's dropped, the game's on, and time is ticking. High Flyer looks to the top side, crosses his way down to the near side. Nice control there by Larry, who finds his way out into the neutral zone. Here's High Flyer, far-handed, going off Artigan, going off Cape, and sent down to Cactus. Cactus with a shot goes off the side of the cage and down to Larry Moo. Larry Moo, the former captain of the Beans, finds a feed out to Nuo. Cape, a little stick check, knocks it loose into the corner. Cape with a knock out into the neutral zone, going off the body of Artigan. Here's Artigan with it now. Artigan, nicknamed Artigan Moo, finding his way down to Larry Moo. Cactus with a step on this one, looking down towards the near side for a leak out, and then to the far, the backhand pass out to Cape. Cape here, the captain of the Ontario Outliers, taking his time back in the defensive end. He looks to shuffle his way towards the top side of the ice, finds High Flyer. High Flyer knocked out by Nuo with a shot, and Cape off of Artigan, and we got ourselves a Boston goal. 1-0 in the first. And a little messy out in the crease, but a goal is a goal. And Artigan will take what he can get. 1-0, Boston leads. Larry Moo back in the defensive end, looking to take his time, taking his talents to the top side of the ice, trying to get that lengthy pass out to Artigan, but not able to hit him in stride. This one's brought back down low, finding its way back into the defensive end. Big shot there, better block though. Newell will take charge, topside. Larry Moo from the point over to Artigan. Artigan pulling that one away, not able to get the shot released cleanly. That one's knocked out into the body of High Flyer. High Flyer with a shot goes off the side of the cage on that attempt. Larry Moo keeps that one down in the corner off the hip. High Flyer, Cactus shooting, goes off the body, comes over to Larry Moo. Larry Moo taking this one stride for stride off the near side, finds Newell. Shot saved by Cape. Larry Moo back in the corner, looks towards the top side of the ice with 3 minutes, 25 seconds remaining here in the first. High Flyer looking to get this one out for a scoring opportunity, but Artigan not having any of that back on the defensive side. Boston starting to break out. A saucer pass over to Newell, goes off Cape. Cape here down towards the near side with a cross crease pass, goes off High Flyer's dome and into the corner. High Flyer trying to get this one jammed into the doorpost. Larry Moo not having any of that nonsense, keeps that one out of the way of harm. Artigan, neutral zone shot goes off the end boards, finding its way off Cactus, back to himself. Cape keeping that one down low. That one is unawarded. A shot on target was registered on that attempt, but stats be whack sometimes. Newell passing this one down low. Artigan in the corner, pulling that one out to wheel and deal out to the point. Larry Moo shuffles, goes off Cape. Cape taking his time back defensively, letting his boys breathe a little bit. 2:40 remains in the first period. Larry Moo trying to jam his stick into the pocket to steal that Rolex that he saw on Cape's wrist, but not quite successful. Artigan, Larry banks that one farther north, goes off to the stick of Cactus down to the near side. Larry Moo from the forehand keeps this one down low in the Boston offensive zone. High Flyer and Newell meet the puck at the same time. High Flyer getting the step on that one. He's going to dump this one down full 200 foot of ice. Big shot. That one goes into the corner from the point. Larry Moo looking to break this one out for the Boston Baked Beans. A little dingle, a little dangle. Not able to get the dongle past Cactus. He's seen that trick time and time again here in SPL. Cape looking for that dump out. His Larry Moo along the way. Newell with a shot goes out to Artigan. Artigan with an opportunity. Not able to take that one in stride. High Flyer 2-on-1. Shot scores. And we're tied up like a hog in a rodeo here in the first. With 1:54 remaining, the Ontario Outliers find some life thanks to the red line shot of High Flyer. And a little bit of interference back in the crease helping them along as well. 1:52 remains here in the first. We're tied here in Boston. Newell trying to get this one free for the Boston Baked Beans. High Flyer sent back over to Cape. Cape here with the bank pass goes off Newell. Newell in the neutral zone. Knocked loose. High Flyer into the offensive zone. Not sure what the intention was there. Here's Larry Moo. Off the forehand over to Newell. Newell from the point with a big shot goes off the near side and wide. Cape here with it now. 1:24 remains here in the first. Pass by Cape. Intended for High Flyer, but just out of his reach down center lane. A little bit too much. Larry Moo. Newell play catch back in the defensive end. Larry Moo starts this breakout down to the near side across the grain for Artigan. Cape stopping him up with a nice back check by Artigan. Keeps that one contested. Cape, Larry Moo meet each other at the far side boards. Cape walks away with it for the Ontario Outliers. Backhand into the corner. High Flyer with a step. Cactus with control, looking along the blue line for an opportunity, but Larry Moo not having any of that. No nonsense in my kitchen. He sends this one down into the palm of Cape. Cactus out to the far side, finds High Flyer in the corner. Nuo picks this one off for Boston. Looks north for the winter, finds only Cape. Larry Moo pockets that one, finds Nuo shooting into the corner. 36 remains here in the first. Cape seeking refuge from the onslaught that is Larry Moo's back check. The backhanded pass over to High Flyer. High Flyer here with 27 in his back pocket. And they're burning right now. Nuo stomping that one away to the far side. Cactus not able to release the wrist shot in time as the stick was still in orbit. Larry Moo to the far side corner with a step. Finds Nuo. Not able to hit Nuo. That would have been an immaculate opportunity offensively, but not one that came to be in this universe. Artigan looks towards the top side with a pass intended for Larry Moo. Larry Moo, the former captain, not able to beat Cactus as Cactus just shoves that one down into the face of the Boston defense and says, how you like them apples? Big backhanded shot from the point. Ontario leads this one 2-1 at the end of one. What a way to end that one off. Ontario finding the lead at the last 3 seconds of the period. 2 shots, 2 goals. They're hitting 1,000 right now. And rest of the stats follow. Very even passing game, very even possession game. Takeaway game in the neutral zone, just about as dead even as you can make it. Boston Baked Beans looking to keep this offensive trend going here as we start the second period of action. But will they start off hot? Or will they take some time to warm up in the microwave? Who's to say what time itself? We're ready to go here in the second. 5 minutes on the clock and the puck's dropped. And the party is on. Larry Moo, they're starting off with a block along the near side boards. This one's pulled out. Larry Moo shoving this one into the offensive end. Cape off Nuo. Cape towards the top side with a pass intended over to High Flyer with a pass down to the near side. I'm not sure what's going on with the internet connection. It is just not favorable today. We're looking at this like through a Microsoft PowerPoint, maybe even through a kaleidoscope, some might say. Larry Moo given that save. Boston with their first block of the game. Coming here about 30 seconds into the second. Cape, topside. Larry Moo steals this one off the back end. Forehand, dangle, shoot, scores! And the Boston Baked Beans are back in the saddle here in the second. It's 2-2 here for the Beans. Nice save there. Comes out to the far side. Ontario looking for a counterattack here. What a shot by Larry Moo. Holy cow, I did not expect this at any form of the possible near future. Nuo from the corner. Larry Moo in the slot. And when you bide your time around the crease, eventually you're going to get a goal. 3-2. Boston back in the lead here in the second. My bit rate is crying right now. The amount of dropped frames I've had. If I had a nickel for every dropped frame I've had, I'd be able to fund this league single-handedly. Cape on the defensive end. Cactus looks to shoot this one down and through. I am recording this, so I'll upload the VOD here later on, so you can see the full 5 frames per second in all of its 1080p glory. High Flyer towards the top side, leaks this one down into the offensive end. Nuo getting the dome on that one. But Artigan with possession with 3 minutes, 22 seconds remaining here in the second. Nuo shooting this one down to the near side corner. Larry Moo pops that question out to the far side point. Artigan pulling this one back away for the Boston Baked Beans. High Flyer off the back end, stopped by Artigan. Artigan breaking out, finding its way down the full 200. Larry Moo trying to pounce on the puck out to the point. Artigan steals it off the back end. And then to the top side finds Nuo with stride. There are over 150 people playing on the East Coast right now. So that might be why the servers are so overloaded. I'm going to chalk it up to that, and not that I have a hamster-powered router. Here's Cape with it now, with 2 minutes, 47 seconds remaining here in the second period clock. 5 goals have been scored, 3 of them by the Boston Baked Beans. Nuo looks towards the near side of the ice with a forehand dump down, finding his way off Cape. Cape here with it now, off the back end, stolen by Nuo. Dangle, shooting, scoring, and undresses the defense with a beautiful takeaway in the offensive zone. And Cape thought he had a dump out lane, but no, that was a stick of Nuo. And he absolutely eclipses the goal with that shot attempt halfway through the game. It's 4-2 for Boston. High flyer down low in the defensive end. Cactus trying to keep that one north for the boys in blue. Ontario trying to attack, goes off the post. Cape shooting off the far side. And that one is not what he had intended. The forehand shot just never got on the ice. Big shot there. Cactus with a better save. This one's brought down to the near side with 2:07 remaining in the second period clock. Larry Moo drives on north. High flyer meets and greets him on the defensive end. She's looking to pull this one away four-handed. Nuo tipped out, goes off Cactus. Nuo down to the defensive end for Boston. Cactus trying to get this one back for the boys in blue. High flyer with a passing lane looking for Cape. Larry Moo staying on his lane pretty well. High flyer shoots off the far side, and that one hits the glass. Here's Larry Moo across the grain. Cape steals, shoots, scores! And the Ontario Outliers are back in the saddle here in the second. It's 3-4. What a ring of the post. A beautiful sound that chimes in your ear. A minute 40 remains in the second. And that 1 point lead is all that matters right now for the Boston Beans. Cape back on the defensive end, looks towards the top side and then to the near. Finds a passing lane for Cactus, but not able to hit it. Larry Moo makes him pay for it right from the point with a beautiful shot. Pull up a seat and grab some marshmallow. This kid's on fire tonight. 5 goals for the Beans, 3 of them coming from Larry Moo. What is going to happen next? Second period of action well away from being over. A minute 20 remains. Everybody's chanting for Renard to take to the ice for the Ontario Outliers. Artigan, Nuo shoots off the far side into the corner. Here's Cactus with a bank pass out the far side. Larry Moo steps in. Shot goes off the end of the cage. Maybe that hit Cactus along the way. Not entirely sure myself. High flyer, Nuo. Shot goes off Cactus. Cactus here with a nice opportunity. Chopping that one out to center avenue. Not a timely one as High flyer has to back check this one free. Shot down, just trying to get this one out of a shot lane. Artigan return fire to keep the cycle alive. Larry Moo looks topside, but that one's knocked loose over to Cape. Cape here with an opportunity. Topside to High flyer. High flyer, forehand, intended for Cactus, but not able to meet and greet that one. That one's knocked loose. Nuo, top side, gets past Cactus, and he's going to throw this one down to the near side corner. High flyer, reverse to the top. Here's Cape with it now. Cape with 30 on the clock. The forehand pass finds Cactus. Cactus, high flyer, shoots, scores! The tic-tac-toe and then some. It's 4-5. Ontario not giving up yet. And they're not done by any stretch of the imagination. Second period with 26 remaining. 4-5 is the score. Boston with a lead, but it's back down to 1. One singular goal can change the course of this entire game. Will we have a 3-second goal like we did last period, or will Boston be able to play a little bit of keep away? 10 seconds remain. Larry Moo pulls, shoots. Nice save by Cape. Nuo along the near side finds Artigan. Artigan off the back end, hits it towards his own cage. We almost saw it, but it did not come to be. 4-5. Ontario down, but not out. At the end of 2. 12 shots for the Boston Big Beans. An onslaught of offensive talent. High flyer staying on the ice. Cactus and Cape as well. Renard might just be joshing. I don't know. He jumped onto the team slot, but back to the spectators bench, I guess. Look at them stats. How about them takeaway games? 40 takeaways, even as can be. We're back down on the ice for this third and final period. All 6 parties ready to rock. All 6 parties ready to go. And we are rocking here tonight down at the Slap Stadium. Puck's dropped. Ontario left. Boston right. Here we go. High flyer. Chipped out to Cactus. That one sent down to the near side corner. Artigan trying to fan that one out to Nuo, but not able to complete that. High flyer jamming his wrench into the clockwork that is the Boston defense. Larry Moo steals it away. Dumps this one down and in. Cactus, the first man back for the Ontario Outliers, finding its way off Cape to the topside boards. Cape with a forehand shot. Hits the twine! Oh my goodness, a sight! It could look through the eye of a needle with a shot with that accuracy. Right from the blue line. Beats all 3 Beans players off the far side post, and we're tied up at 5s here in the third. And another one right from Cactus in the slot. How you like them? 4 minutes, 26. It's 34 seconds into the period. Ontario out to an early lead. Boston defense just not awake right now. The 1-goal lead has flopped sides. Not even a minute into this final period of play. Cape drives on, looking to spark this offense a little bit. Artigan looks towards the top side of the ice, then to the near. Nuo not ready for that one off the first initial try. Nuo retreating back defensively, using the goalposts as a little bit of a deterrent. Larry Moo stopped by Cactus. He's going to send this one down the near side boards. Cape here with possession for the Ontario Outliers. Ape looks near side. Bank pass goes off Cactus. Laramie steals it away, trying to get this one north for the boys in red. It's Cactus forcing him to pass this one back to Artigan. Artigan knew a top side. If Laramie was on that far side point, it would have been a beauty. High flyer. Cactus shooting. Goes in. High flyer with a hat trick here tonight for the boys in blue, and it's 7-5. What a chance and what an opportunity. Cactus with a sure shot opportunity, but he doesn't take charity goals, but High Flyer does. 2 goals the gap. Ontario leading Boston. High Flyer looking to dance the gauntlet right off the drop of that puck, but he was not fortunate enough to get there. Cactus dumping this one down. High Flyer here with possession, trying to bring this one down the near side from the point. Capes with a shot in. Larry Moon not able to get a hold of that one. The lone man back in the crease, not able to find an answer to this offense. 3 unanswered goals from the Ontario Outliers from the start of the period. 4 unanswered goals. My bad, I can't do math. I need to go back to first grade. 3 minutes, 22 seconds remain in the third, though. 3 points the gap. I think this might be a little bit too much to handle right now. Bernard gave the boys a pep talk, and wow, did it become effective. 3:10 remains. Not even 2 minutes into this third period of action, and they've found 4 in the back of the net. Double their goal total. Incredible stuff. Spent 10 minutes on the ice, scored 4 here in the third period. They only spent 2. They didn't even spend 2 minutes to get another 4. Larry Moon just looking for an answer right now. Cactus steals it away, topside, fed out to Cape, and not able to complete that play. Artigan lets that one leak through. Cape with a deflection, not able to make that one a sure shot. Cape will take it back in the defensive end. Will knock it back neutral zone. Cactus fending for his life with a little physicality. Fed back over to High Flyer. High Flyer with a shot goes over to Cape. Artigan making him fumble that one. Artigan fans on it. Cape with an empty net holds W. He shoots, he scores, and it's 9-5 in Boston. What has happened to the Boston Baked Beans? A question not even Einstein could answer. We're halfway through the third. 5 unanswered goals for the Ontario Outliers. I would not want to be in the Boston locker room if they walk away with this loss. Saved there by Cactus. They had an onslaught of offense. They had the shot total by a handsome margin. But, man, 10 shots, 9 goals for the Ontario Outliers. When they shoot, they score. Only one of these has been blocked, and it wasn't even a shot. It was just a trickle along the near side. There's technically Boston's first save of the night in my book. Cactus, stolen, shooting, scoring. Another empty net goal for the Ontario Outliers. And that might be the final nail in the coffin. 6 unanswered goals here in the third. And I don't think there's a single SPL team that can come back from that. Newell stealing. Cape with a save. Goes off Cactus over to Larry Moo. Larry Moo here off the backhand. Goes off High Flyer. High Flyer with a Beyblade action. Taking this one over to Cactus. Shot back out by Larry Moo. Here's Cape with possession back for the Ontario Outliers. Artigan shooting off the near side and wide. The lag might be getting to Artigan a little bit too much, making him fumble it back in the defensive end. This is the downfall of what the Columbus Clappers are on offense, or up on the Pro Division. And we're just seeing come case in point down here in the Challenger game between the Outliers and the Beans. We'll have to wait and see what happens for the rest of the season. Artigan looking to take this one downtown. They're not done yet. They got 1:06 remaining. That's plenty of slap shot left to be played. I mean, it is a goal almost every, 11 seconds? Every 12 seconds? Artigan back in the defensive end. A wraparound shot. That one's blocked away. Artigan in the offensive end with a backhand pass down to the near side. Finds his former captain. Here's Laramie with a bank pass to himself. Cactus picks that one off along the boards. Artigan in the corner, working his magic out to the slot. Ape, Cactus. Cactus to Cape. Cape shooting. Hits the post. That one goes wide. Cactus looking to take this one north. Bank pass back over to Cape. Cape here on the defensive end for the Ontario Outliers has 27 in his back pocket. Not in a big rush to bank this pass. High Flyer shoots, hits the iron. Oh man, a 12-degree angle of opportunity. And that one almost went through. High Flyer wants to know what is wrong with the game. Oh, nice shot. A nice goal out the other way. And Larry Moo with a big shot there. Wow, Artigan just came out of nowhere with a drop kick against Cape on the defensive end, and that led right to the goal. Surprised he didn't get an assist for that. Duo, Artigan, not able to pull that one away. Cactus back in the defensive end. A little Beyblade action along the near side to keep that one loose. 4 goals the gap. Boston, after 6 unanswered, finds an answer, but it's a little too late. And that's the end of the ball game. Ontario Outliers 10-6 over the Boston Baked Beans here on Wednesday night's Slapshot. Boston had the better side of the majority of stats. They had the better passing game coming out of that the second intermission. Takeaways were tied, but the neutral zone game came out entirely in favor of the Ontario Outliers. 8 takeaways compared to the Boston Baked Beans 3. And when you don't have the neutral zone controlled, you don't have a lot to work with. Ontario Outliers know that more than anybody. And because of that, they had 6 unanswered coming into the period, or coming out of the third period. And it's really all she wrote. Taking a look at the individual stats along the wall. What a night for Larry Moo. 10 shots for the Boston Baked Beans. 4 goals out of the 6. He played a fabnificent game. I don't know why my brain went with that word. But he played a fabulous game for the Boston Baked Beans. Nothing to hang his head about. Artigan back on the defensive side. Got to get his ping under control. Maybe he can borrow my router if his is suffering that much. But yeah, Cape. A beautiful third period game. 1:32 with the puck on his stick. Most out of anybody in that matchup. 4 goals out of the 10. He had the majority, but not the game winner. And yeah, Cape really popped off there in that third period of action. Showed us what Slapshot was really all about. He played the 200-foot game as well. 4 shots, 4 goals, shot 1,000. Cape, my player of the game. What a night for him. He's not even done yet. They got another game coming up here next as they take on the Syracuse Scorpions. So don't go anywhere. We got more in store for you here tonight. Scorpions, Outliers at 10. We got 10 minutes to burn. We'll be right back here on the SPL Network. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Darth. We'll be back. Thank you so much for the gifted sub, Bernard. I appreciate it. I hope you're having a great day. Coming off a win like that, I'm sure you are. As a Habs fan, that's a rough pill to swallow, man. I heard what's going on. Man, I sympathize with you guys. Yeah, I'm interested to see how Martin does with that franchise. I have no idea what to expect with that, but I mean, you got the Habs. Alrighty, we're back in the hot seat. The Syracuse Scorpions taking to the ice for the third time this season against the Ontario Outliers. Here's what to expect down on the ice here tonight. Taking a look at the rosters. First, Cape High Flyer, Cactus, and Bernard. Don't pay attention to those. Those weren't real. That was just a figment of your imagination. We saw him earlier tonight. We're going to see him again. Cape with a fabulous third period of action, getting his second, his third, his fourth, and his fifth goal of the season, all consecutively. What a night for him. He's going to continue that trend onward. They're warm. They're hot. The Ontario Outliers looking to take it to the house against the Syracuse Scorpions. Captained by Hex, followed by MVM, and then contested alongside Doobie and Wizred. Wizred, most known for his play down in the Open Division, also played for the Crystal Springs Crusaders for a few matches here in season number 4. And then, well, now playing for Syracuse. Of course, on the flip side of that coin, we Doobie going to be down there on the ice. He used to play for the DC Drillers. I guarantee you, nobody outside of me knows who they are. They played in the Open Division back in season number 3. He took season 4 off, and Doobie's back down on the ice. He played 9 games in Open, scored 35 goals on his 70 shots. He also had another 18 assists on top of that, and 14 saves to cap out his Open stats. But his 2 games played in Challenger resulted in 8 points, 4 of those being goals, and also 3 saves. Likes to play the 200-foot game, and his turnover ratio is dead even. 15 takeaways, 15 turnovers. Not sure who the starting 3 are going to be here tonight for the Syracuse Scorpions, but taking a look at their previous 5, here's what the common trend is. Ontario Outliers continuously are undefeated, 3 games played, 3 wins. These are from the beginning of the day, so we do not have their most recent one. Thank you, Eli, for the 5 gifted subs. I hope you're having a great day. But Syracuse, 1 game in the win column, 1 game in the losers column. Of course, both of those teams not pushovers by any stretch of the imagination. We'll get more into that here in a few seconds. But Spinners, one of the top 4 Edmonton Beauties, currently first in Challenger, and well, not sure what the Edmonton Beauties happened that night, but the Pittsburgh Spinners to lose 15 goals in a game is a feature to behold. So I think Syracuse coming out with all guns blazing, no holds barred. Here against the Ontario Outliers. Outliers undefeated. Taking a look at the standings as they were at the beginning of the day. Here in the Challenger Division, Edmonton Beauties, first place, tied with the Ontario Outliers. They both have 6 standing points currently. Of course, I think technically the Outliers have the game in hand, so they are first place here in the Challenger Division. Syracuse Scorpions have that second relegation spot. Boston Baked Beans, I think, might drop underneath them because of the games in hand. Boston Baked Beans playing 4 games, and Syracuse looking to play their 3rd here tonight. This game was originally postponed from week number 1 because neither team could get together when, you know, a common time to play. I think both of Ontario's games were played on Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. I could be entirely wrong with that assumption, but I don't think I am. I'm checking to make sure, as I honestly have no idea if I'm right or wrong in that case and scenario. I can't for the life of me see where this was at. Oh, they played on the 5th. Okay, so I was wrong. It was on the same night. It was back on Saturday. They played both of their games against. They played the Spinners and the Woofers, as kept alive in the previous 5 stat tracker. But yeah, tonight we got Wizred, we got Hex, we got MVM down there on the ice, and we got all 4 players in the lobby for the Ontario Outliers. So it's only a matter of time before all 6 players look to get rocking and rolling, and Isn't it Wizard? I have no idea. He spelt it both ways during his seasons here in SPL, but this is how it's spelled on the website, and it has not been corrected. But yeah, all 6 parties ready to rock, ready to roll. We're taking it down to the ice for 15 minutes of slap shot. Soon. We'll see if the Scorpions fare better than the Boston Baked Beans. Pucks drop, the game's on, and 15 clean minutes are ready to be played. As long as the ping holds up. I have no guarantees of quality whenever it comes to the ping. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Of course, Doobie not playing here tonight for the Scorpions. He's out getting all the women, as is commonly known. Wizard taking this one top side, then to the near, playing to the 3, finding MVM here, the former Crusader himself, dumping this one down and in. Cape slapped away by Hex. Hex last season played for the Ocean City Typhoons for a hot spell, but this season he's taking the captaincy spot. High flyer dangling. What? He almost had the gauntlet. He almost was running it up the wall, but with a big defensive stop there, Wiz back in the defensive side, making sure that shot never even got released. High flyer shooting, scoring off the far side post and into the twine. What a shot, scored, and a nice egg breaker. Taking that first goal column off the tally sheet and into his own back pocket. High flyer with yet again another goal here tonight. High flyer and Hex off the near side boards, battle against one another for possession. Gets that one past, caped over to the top side. MVM whips it into his own defensive end with a lot of heat, making it look like a jalapeno to ranch. Wizard to the top side, and to the near, chips that one off the stick, sauces that one top side past MVM into the boards. Cape with a dump down. Here's Wiz with it now. Wizard down the near side, goes off Hex. Cactus dangles, shoots, goes off Hex. Hex along the top side boards. Hex is trying to get his stick in there for a little physicality. High flyer stealing, goes off back to Wiz. Wizard with it now. Looking for his passing lane. Not a lot open down the ice. MVM with a little spinorama, not able to hit on the first, but the second pass rather. Abe staying in his shot lane, making sure to keep that one in control. Back for the Ontario Outliers. X down to the near side, finds High Flyer. High Flyer over to Cape. Cape with 2:49 remaining in the first period of action. High Flyer with a shot, goes off the end boards over to Cactus. MVM whips that one topside boards and dumps it in. Here's Cape. Cape with a topside pass, goes off High Flyer and dumped down. And it just looks like a ping pong match right now. High Flyer dangle, shoots, scores, and another goal for High Flyer down on the ice for the Ontario Outliers. Pulls it off the boards right to the forehand shot, was challenged a little late, and the Ontario Outliers lead because of it. 2-0 here in the first. Cape back in the defensive end, looks towards the top side of the ice. Looking to break free of his shackles as this one goes off the far side. Big block there. Cactus shoots, scores, and another goal for the Ontario Outliers. A good opportunity made by Cape, pulls 2 defenders to him. Cactus with a little catch and release out in the crease. 2:07 remaining in the first period clock. It's 3-0 Ontario. In SPL, every game is played. The puck's been beamed. You can see it's slightly on edge. That probably won't change until a goal is scored. How long that'll take, I have no idea. I've seen a 10-minute overtime be forced by a beamed puck in slapshot rebound in general. The puck tends to get locked and will refuse to zero out down flush with the ice. Nothing will make it rotate. Nothing will try to, fix it. Only a goal will reset the puck. And me and Irv, I've been trying tirelessly to try and find a solution. Others included in the research of that phenomenon. But yeah, we can't figure out a way to recreate it. It just kind of happens. I swear, every single pro match it happens. Cape with a panhandle. Oh my gosh! Cactus finishes it! That's slap shot, baby! 1:15 to go. A panhandle with with some salt, a little pepper, serving up on Thanksgiving. That was awesome. Wow. Clip it, dude. That was awesome. Send that one to Wizards Only for the TikTok. Man, that's Challenger. That's class. That's class. Man, that's making somebody's highlight reel. I don't care who you are. MVM looking to take this one top side. You're not going to see anything better tonight, I guarantee it. High flyer with a shot, high flyer with a goal. That's his third of the evening. Man, high flyer earlier from tonight did not play in the first two games for the Outliers, but he showed up in a big way here tonight, making up for lost ground in the point columns. And wow, somebody put that in lobby chat of SPL. I want to look at that later whenever I'm going to bed. That was something to behold. Holy cow. Last game, High Flyer had a hat trick. He's already got 6 on the season, only played 2 games. He's a shoo-in for a star of the week here this time around. Sure to make sure to keep an eye on him as the week progresses. Ontario has 2 more games after this, and they're not exactly easy, as they'll look to take on the Beauties and the Tsunamis. Both of those a promotional team currently. Tsunamis right now, before today, we're tied with the Ontario Outliers, and well, the Beans not able to pull the 2 points off the Outliers, put Ontario as, I think, the last undefeated team in the Challenger division. Yeah. But that's going to do it for the first period of action. Taking a look at the stats at the end of one, it's 5-0. Ontario with a beautiful 4th goal. One of the best goals I've seen in my career of SPL. It's been over a year me doing this, but all 6 parties wanting to get back into the game, and I won't keep them waiting. 6 parties ready to rock, 6 parties ready to roll. Shots are a little different, but we're going to try this again. That was pretty neat. One last look at the stats before I get back down to the ice. Shots are 7-2, and looks like we're ready to rock, ready to roll yet again. Wow. Puck's dropped, the game is on, and we'll redo it. Puck's dropped, and the game is on now as the puck has hit the ice. We'll get going. Ice has the better title. I'm glad all 3 of you felt the need to clip that. I appreciate all of you, Jastronics, Renard, and Eyes. MVM back in the defensive end, almost fumbling that out to the Outliers' offensive capabilities. Cape looking to wheel that one back out to the point. Cactus, a little spin of the stick goes off MVM, back over to Wiz. Here's Wiz with an out pass over to MVM. MVM out the slot, looking to get this one registered for the Syracuse Scorpions. High flyer down to the near side with a little pull shot off the tip of the stick. Wiz trying to keep that one clogged up. Cactus shoots off of the goaltender, and that one goes wide of the cage. A prime rib on the grill, and nobody wanted to walk home with it. 4:08 remains in the second. 5-0's our score. Ontario didn't need that goal, but it sure would have been nice. Wizrud was off to the hands of MVM. Ape with a little pinch down along the boards, finding its way topside. Hex with a nice slap of the wrist. Comes down with that one, not able to get down with it like the sickness that everybody's talking about. Ape from the forehand over to High Flyer. High Flyer out to the slot, and an easy goal by Cactus walks it in. It's 6 goals for the Ontario Outliers. 3 of them coming from the hands of Cape, or 3 of them coming from the hands of Cactus. 3 of them coming from the hands of High Flyer, and Cape not going home without points. X shoots, not able to score. Down comes all the way down to Cape. Cape here has 3 assists to his name, if I read that correctly. I did. Hex with a shot, hits the side of the cage, and that one does not even register as a post hit. Cape, the defensive end goes off MVM. MVM looking for that pass out into the lane, but Cactus holding that post off the near side, making sure to keep that lane from becoming apparent or available. Cape down on the near side, getting double teamed by Hex and MVM along the boards. High Flyer trying to jam his way through to get to the through the mosh pit. That was that board battle. Nice stick check by MVM, but not capable enough to get a hold of that one. Cape topside over to Cactus, finding his way back over to Wizred. Not sure what happened there. High Flyer not able to capitalize on that one as that possession goes back to the boys in red. Big shot goes into the corner from the neutral zone. Hex feeding it over to MVM, then back over to Hex. Hex here with an opportunity out at the point, trying to fight through the Ontario Outliers. High Flyer breaking free. Cactus slapped away by MVM, and he'll dump this one down and in into the Ontario zone. if you're new to Slapshot and you want to look at how to position, look at how the Outliers transition game is. It's one of the best that I've seen in a long time down in the Challenger division. Big save there by the Scorpions, by the way. But you look at where they're positioned, who's positioned where. In the 3v3 Slapshot, there's normally dedicated 3. Oh, it goes into the cage. Hex with a goal. We got 1-6 on the board now. Syracuse getting a little bit of life in the lungs with a little bit of an opportunity from Lady Luck herself. The gap here in the second. 2:22 remains. What will happen? But as I was saying, there's the 1, the 2, and the 3. Watch Cape, how he plays the 3. Cactus is more of a 1, and High Flyer plays the 2. Your 1's your striker, your 2's your defender, and your 2 is your midfielder. He plays face-off dot to face-off dot. And then your 3 is your puck handler, your defenseman. If you don't have a good 3, you don't have a good team. And Cape, the 3 of Ontario, really coming out in a big way here tonight. MVM with a shot. Cactus there with a nice save. And a timely one at that. But if you just watch how they position themselves, how they work with their transition game, how they cover each other's backs, like right there, Cape pinched up, High Flyer was on the rotation back to cover the net. Good stuff there out there for the Outliers. Cactus right on the puck, transitioned right off to the MVM stick. High Flyer picking up where he left off. A big block there off the back end. If you take a screenshot of whenever MVM released that puck, I think every part of that net was taken up by at least one Outlier player. MVM chipped off the stick of Cape down to the near side. Cape dangling off the back end. High Flyer in the zone, off the back end, looking for the shot. Nice save by MVM. And he keeps that 7th goal from coming to be. Cape off the back end, going off Wiz. Wiz taking this time to the top side with a little bank out to no man's land, hoping to find a prayer answered by MVM. Cape just shoving him away like a bag of Doritos on a Sunday evening after it's empty. High Flyer back in the defensive end with a pass over to Cactus off the tip of the stick. Wizrun throws this one down into the defensive end of Ontario. Ontario with his breakout. Here's High Flyer, the namely bunch, finding its way off Hex. Hex with a feed out to the point, finding his way over to MVM. Not able to take it in stride as it hits the tip of the stick rather than the curve. Wizrun looking for the bank pass, and that one goes off the post and in. What a shot from Cactus to make up for his earlier opportunity missed at the doorstep. And that one rings right from the post into the twine. We're in Brazil here in the second. 30 seconds to burn. Cactus breaking free, shoots, he scores, he breaks the Brazil, and he has the curse for the rest of the season. If Ontario does not promote into pro, I am blaming it on this moment right here and now. Second period of action, not done yet. 26 seconds remain. 7 goals the difference. Wizrud. Down, going over to Hex. Hex here looking for this wraparound attempt to the topside face-off dot with a backhand snap of the wrist, not able to get it released. Cactus, MVM, off High Flyer. Wizrud back into the defensive end, shoots this one around for a little trip. Here's Hex with it now. And that will do it for the second period of action. 8-1's the score. Ontario leads over Syracuse. A little word from the grapevine. Hex benches 250, and I believe it. Could arm wrestle a Baron win. Third period of action, ready to rock, ready to roll. We're down on the ice for 5 more minutes of slapshot between the Outliers and the Scorpions. Scorpions defending right. Ontario defending left. Hey. Challenged by Hex. Hex with possession. Cape regaining it, finding his way back into his own defensive pocket. Back behind the cage, finding his way over to High Flyer. High Flyer off the forehand, sent back by Wizrud into the defensive end. Reverse down the near side boards. Here's Cactus for the Outliers. Chopping that one down to High Flyer. Breaks it free from the boards. Wizrud. Hex. Going off Cape. Nice break free for the Scorpions to drive on north, but not able to keep possession. That one's chipped into the boards. Here's Wizrud with it now. Going off the back end. Not able to get past High Flyer. High Flyer. The tip of the stick into the neutral zone. Trying to get this one past Hex. Hex able to keep on the puck. Like the pancake I tried to make this morning, stuck to the roof. Hey, up against Wizrud. From the backhand, Wizrud trying to just... The most physical battle you'll ever see. I've seen MMA fights that did not even compare to what just happened on the far side board. They're still going at it. It's like Marchand trying to play the Penguins last night. It's just non-stop rivalry between the two sticks of Wizrud and Cape along for the ride. 3:50 remains in the third. Big shot, better save by Cape. He's going to bring this one out to the far side. That's only their 4th shot of the game. And I think that speaks wonders for the defense that that Ontario's really put on here tonight. Big shot by High Flyer, and he's got himself a goal. A little late on the goal horn, but it be like it is. 2 goals from Mercy. Ontario really just putting on a clinic right now. 3:37 remains in the 3rd. Nice shot, goes off the iron. I think it's High Flyer's 7th of the season so far. That is his 7th. At least the goalie didn't get punched in the face. Yeah. That was a wild time to be alive, I'll give you that. Cape with a dangle. Nice save by Wizrud on that one. High Flyer down low in the slot, looking to bring this one out and around town. Finding his way off the stick of Cactus out to the point. Cape dangle shoots in a nice save to the far side post. High Flyer with an opportunity, not able to grab the angle. Very one-sided game. High Flyer brings this one from the point with a shot. Goes off to the far side corner and wide. I don't know if we're going to call this one early or not. 10 goals is the mercy roll. So it does come to an 11-1 gap. We'll be going home early with a lot to think about. Bring out Doobie. That's what I'm saying. High Flyer down in the corner, looking to break free into the slot as he takes it off the backhand pocket. Hex able to hug that post hard enough. Shoot that one out the other way. Cape looking to bring it out and around town to the top side. Halfway through this 3rd period of action. Cape intended for High Flyer. Wizrud disrupting that one, sent it over to Hex. Hex off the backhand, shooting, scoring 100 feet away. What a shot for the Syracuse Scorpions. Gets them back in the hot seat. Their 5th shot of the game, their 2nd goal of the evening. They're only down by a couple. High Flyer down low, shoots, hits the iron, comes out. MVM not able to save it as that one goes off his stick and into the twine. Unfortunate bag of beans, but it does happen. That one went off both defensemen, so it's not just one to blame. And 2. See what the rest of this ride has in store. Big save there by High Flyer, bringing this one into the corner. Hex off High Flyer, off Wizrud into the far side. Finding his way off Cape. Cape here with it now off the forehand. Cactus pole shoots over to High Flyer, and that one's deflected off kilter by MVM. Wizrud, near side face-off dot of his own zone, goes off to the far side with 1:40 remaining. Here's Cactus with it now off of the hip of MVM. That one goes wide off the far side as well. Hex, Cactus, top side to Cape. Cape back in, shot goes off Hex. That one's defended down along the boards. Cape with a control in the neutral zone. MVM fans on that one. Cape pocketing that one, looks topside boards for an opportunity to drive it on north, but only finds the stick of the boy in red himself, MVM. Cape steals off to the far side, and that one's deflected into the corner. High Flyer trying to jam this one free off to the near side. Cape here, stolen forehand, back in, pulls it away, shoots, he scores, and what a nice opportunity. Got laser sights on the stick. Dangles both of them out, gets the step he needs, and cuts it across the grain. A big deflection out in front of the crease. And a little bit of physicality to add on to the end of it. 11-2. I thought that was the 12th goal for some reason. 58 seconds remaining in the 3rd. What a night for the Ontario Outliers. Wizrud with a cycle back over to MVM. One more goal for Ontario, calls it early. Shot, scores, and MVM gets another tally on the sheet. And the 2nd goal of the night scored from the Syracuse's end. No mercy, no win. 11-3, 2 goals to do it. Will Ontario get the mercy roll or not? That is the question now. Wizrud off his body over to MVM. MVM off High Flyer over to Wizrud. Wizrud over to Hex. Nice shot. That one goes off the corner. That one goes wide. Hex with a nice shot, goes off Cape. Cape out in front, able to chip that one down to the near side. Hex with a pass out to the slot, but nobody able to pull that one out of orbit. High Flyer stealing it away, but a nice defensive play by MVM, keeping that one wide of the cage and wide of the shot lane. 4-3. MVM holds onto it. That's going to do it. Cactus with a shot, but it does not matter. 11-3, the final score. Ontario still undefeated in the Challenger Division. They're 4-0 on the season, and you saw why. an immaculate goal difference, an immaculate shot difference. What a game. 4 posts hit. They could have been goals, but, you know, it'd be like it is, whatever it do. The possession time a lot higher than I thought it was going to be. Passing game, great stuff from both sides of the ice. Ontario just had the better cycle game, the better pressure game. If you want to look for ways to improve your game as a team, and if you're in the lower divisions of SPL, take a look at how Ontario was positioned throughout that entirety, and you'll see a lot that you can notice to up your guys' game. 3v3 is a lot of a team-based game. There's a lot of individual skill and required to play 3v3, but for the most part, if you're not positioned right, you're not gonna win. But great stuff from the Ontario Outliers. Textbook takedowns all around the boards. And taking a look at the individual stats from both sides of the ice. High Flyered Cactus, 5 apiece. What a night. What a night. Man. Can't take away from Wizred's defense, though. 5 out of the 8 saves out there for the Scorpions. Of course, Hex and MVM tallying the 3 goals out there on the ice as well. But Kate holding the puck, great stuff. Takeaway game to a minimum. And we'll have to wait and see what the rest of the week has in store for us here in week number 2 of SPL's 5th season in Rebound. But, yeah. Organization's been around for 10 seasons, and 10 seasons strong. We'll have to wait and see how many we really go for. But I don't see the end anywhere near. But, yeah. If you're interested in anything when it comes to the league, links are below. We have an Instagram. If you want to check out the broadcasts, that's the first place they're going to be uploaded to every morning. I set my lineup, and whoever makes it. Pros get promoted, and the rest to follow. But yeah, that's going to do it here this evening on the SPL Network. Thank you to all of our supporters out there on the ice here tonight. Eli giving out multiple subs. Renard gifting out one as well. All the names in gold are the supporters that go above and beyond the Call of Duty. Irvion, Laugh Track, JStronics, Gubby from the Voodoo, Min Snoda, former caster of the SPL Network, and Lee Yadmin. Thank you for all of your work that you've done for this organization. We would not be here without Min. Of course, Eli, Messiah, and Fizz also out there gifting a lot of subs during the playoffs. And of course, this season, C-Man, N-Man, you know, Powouch. So many names to thank. Thank you guys for supporting my addiction to hockey. And I'm sure there will be plenty more to come here in the next day. If there's pro games tomorrow, I'll be back tomorrow. If not, I might take the day off to try to get some more graphics done for, you know, etc. But that's a tomorrow problem, and one that I'll have to evaluate in the coming days. But thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you guys for enjoying Slapshot with me. And yeah, hopefully I'll see all of you in the next broadcast. Thank you for tuning into the SPL Network. I'm Darth, and hopefully we'll see you in the next one.